Hey YouTube, Bit full of goats here. This weekend I took Dragon Link to locals. Didn't do very well, I'll be honest. Made some dumb misplays. I wasn't even planning to show this deck today, but what I thought I would do is I'd show you the current build I'm using, make the upgrade, make the changes I need to make it better next time, and then do a comparison deck profile next week. So, with that being said, let's begin. 3-star each safe rate for the normal summon in the deck. I chose not to play any other normal summons like the Red Eyes stuff or the Dragon Maid engine because this is definitely the most powerful and you don't want to clog up your deck with too many normal summon monsters. What this does is you can send any number of dragons from your hand or field to grave and add a dragon whose level is the same as the ones sent to your hand. Also, you can banish it from the grave to add level 8 back to your hand. This has become so much more powerful with the Bystail engine added to the deck because it lets you recycle your rebellions. And to the Chaos engine, we have one light and dark, which is kind of standard. I am shocked these ever are more than one, to be honest with you. Legionnaire, one Chaos space. Legionnaire standard at 1. It will just carry for his hand. It can pop some monsters. Going second, then it can be a good extender. This will be at 3 when it gets the reprint, because hopefully some of the guys at the locals will have some I can trade for. One Knock Division to chain block with Striker Dragon. This will go to 2, I think, in the revise because this was really good today. Plus, if you don't need it for chain blocking, you can send it off of Safe Rit to get Absorbed Dragon. Speaking of which, the Rocket engine, 2 Tracers, 1 Synchron, 1 Magna, and 1 Recharger. I think I may have had a little. I'm not particularly happy with this rocket and this rocket ratios. I think I may cut one in the future and add another tracer because this was definitely the best one today. And I was rather to go with that. Again, you send this to the graveyard, you get a rocket to your hand. Also, if you've got rocket on the field, you can special summon this. So if you open, like say, these in your hand, you can go summon, and then you got a Striker Dragon and a Romulus. And then finishing the rocket engines, we got 1 Boot Sector Launch, then the field spells, 1 Dragon Ravine, these are standard. Boot Sector Launch, by the way, really good. Actually, both of these are pretty good in the grind game nowadays. Boot Sector, if you keep it on the field, if you only need to put it with Tracer, can let you keep recycling your rockets in the grind. But this actually helped me when I won my games today. Because usually you just use this to send Absorouter to get your rocket plays going, but now with the new Bystail stuff, you can repeatedly send Salvage Safe Rits from your deck to the graveyard, and you can cycle your Rebellions to really help keep grinding out. It was really good today. Speaking of which, here are the Bystails I'm playing. Triple Magnamut, Triple Dry Swarm, sorry, Druid Worm, whatever, and Triple Lubellion. I was pretty happy with this ratio, but I think in the future I might just go 2 like this and play the other one. I can't remember his name. The other Bystail. So Lubellion is insane in this deck. He can search almost anything in the deck. He can find you an interruption, and like I said, with Stealth Leech, Safe Rit, and Dragon Ravine, you can look this game back turn after turn. So he's one of our best for grinding. Magnamut is like scanning Burning Abyss, and then he can search us another Bystail in end phase. So you can get a Dry Swim for a pop, a Magnamut for follow-up plays, or even a Lubellion for next turn. Also, as you know, these are all basically DD Crows. So if you're playing NA locals that have quite a lot of the meta, these can be pretty powerful against the likes of Ishizu Tia and Sprite. Also, these did come up very good against the Sky Striker match I had, because you can use one of these to just banish their Ray out of their graveyard. Final monster that's not a hand trap is Fall of Albaz. This is my tech for the deck. Basically, the reason I'm playing this is you can use your spheres, bounce something back, summon the Albaz, use the Albaz's effect to fuse with an extra monster. That's 2 pops. Make a Mirror Jade, send this. That's 3 pops of 1 spheres. Also, again, with some of the new branded stuff we've got with Bystails, you can actually loop this back into your extra deck to go again. Please pardon the construction work there, guys. And that's the last non-hand trap monster we have in the deck. Next, we are running for our hand traps. Cypher package, Nibiru, Imperm, Pro, Vela, and Ash. Now this is where I think I messed up today. I think I played way too many hand traps. There were a lot of games when I got clogged up with them. I think in the future I would definitely cut this engine. It wasn't as effective as it used to be. Possibly the crows, because with the Bystails you kind of already playing crows, so maybe move this to the sideboard for when I'm playing a very heavy graveyard deck, like 2 elements. I'd definitely keep Ash because it's still really powerful. And Imperm is also really good. I'm not sure which of these 3 I'd keep, because Nibiru is terrible if you get Splight, because they can just make Gigantic and stop this from even working. But otherwise, if you're playing against any other deck, this can be a really good way to break a board. And whereas Vela is a really good interruption for something like Sprite or Shizu Tier. So I'll fiddle around with these numbers and see what we can come up with. And for our other spells, 3 quick launch. It's another extender, another way to get a rocket on the field. Not much more to say than that. And finally, the 2 branded cards, Regained and Beast. Regained is amazing in this deck. It's another way we can really grind, because what it does is you either play its turn. If a letter dark is banished, you can put that card at the bottom of the deck and then draw a card. Note, it doesn't mean if yours is banished. So this can be a decent piece of interruption and card advantage. Again, really helped me with recycling my branded monsters to get more pops out of Meta Jade. It helped me recycle my Sally Favorites for the grind game. This card was just amazing today. And Branded Beast, it's a pop that can be searched directly from deck. Not much more to say than that. It's pretty good. That's the main deck, a bit big I think, but I think with a couple of alterations that'll be really good. Let's go for the extra deck, shall we? For the link ones, 1 striker, 1 pisty. Striker is our starter. You summon it first, you get a boot sector, then you carry your plays from there. Hopefully you can chain block it, so you got guaranteed search. Pisty, I'll talk about in a second. For the link 2s, first we got the spheres. It bounces back a monster. It summons something from the deck. Like I said, what I've been doing with this is getting Fall of Albaz and then going into the Albaz fusions from there. But I think with the Bystails, you don't really need that anymore, because getting a Bystail from your deck can also give you a lot of advantage and not make you means I'm going to play a brick. Bottle Dragon, which is Pisty, you basically summon these 2 out here, summon back a rank 2 with Pisty, and you can make the rank 5 of the deck. Romulus searches Dragon Javine, and it's usually what you get back with these 2 to go into the rank 5. Masquerena, just as great here she was in the BA profile, gives you an interruption on your opponent's turn, and can also give some of your bigger monsters protection if you use it for the link material. Finally found my copy of Delindrous Dragon. This is part of your combo with the Pisty line, as you can use this for the material, use the link 5 to get back a rocket, and then get this back for extended more plays. For the link 3s, BLS and a Unicorn. Unicorn's just a Unicorn's a spin back, so another interruption. BLS is pretty good going second actually, because you can use it to take out 2 monsters and possibly do a lot of damage. Also, you play a lot of level 7 highers in this deck, so it is not impossible this card could get the protection that grants him. For the 4s and 5s, Boral End and Boral Sword Dragon. Again, the reprint for Access Code hasn't happened yet, so I'm playing this for my Go Second Finisher. And this card is just bonkers. Can't be targeted, can't be destroyed, can attack every monster in the opponent's field, and it's a negate, and a special summon. This guy is just insane. Super, super powerful. For the 1XC, we play Heretic Dragon King of the Tomb. Just another extender. You make it with 2 Bystails. You grab another dragon extender from your deck, and you can on your play from there. You could also play a Beatrice if you wanted to dump some of the graveyard Reliant Dragons. It's personal choice, but I prefer this because it's got a dragon. Because also dragons would place with other stuff in the deck. Savage Dragon, which by the this is negate, and I messed up with this so bad in my last game of Striker. Basically, I go through the usual Dragon Link combo, get this, and then I realise I banished all my links for the Bystail stuff. Yeah, that was an embarrassing match. Well, lesson learned for the future. And finally, 1 Rebellion and 1 Meta Jade for the branded engine. So I think I'm upgrading the branded engine in the future, and instead of playing a second Sphere and an Appaloosa for more consistent interruption. But we'll see how the deck goes with that. You've seen the side multiple times. I'll be quick. Out to Mystic Mine. Gets rid of Tier's back row. Good against Tier. Good against Branded. Somewhat good against Splight. This card is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful side deck cards in the game right now. This card can be a bit of a nombo with your Bystails, but it just straight up shuts down decks like Flu, Thunder Dragons, and other such banish heavy decks. Three golems to out big boards like sprites, tier elements, usual stuff. My last hand trap in this triple drawn lockbird. I used this against strikers, and this made it very difficult for them to play because they couldn't get their the cards that let them keep building their resources up, like engage from the deck. And yeah, that's the deck pretty much. Like I said, I didn't do too well today, but I think I've got a solid foundation here. So I'm going to take this deck back to the workshop, see what we can come up with, and hopefully next Saturday I'll be updating you with a better result for this deck. See you next time.